I feel a lot of stress and pressure, but I put that completely on myself because it's the most important thing in the world to me. And also I feel I work better under an enormous amount of stress.
I think that this one, there's no, we don't want to cut corners on it, so maybe in previous albums you might go, that might do perhaps. This one, no, I might have done. Recently, me and James have been playing in another band, Gunslinger, and we've been playing about 12, 13 gigs in about 14 gigs in about 3 months or 4 months. James is doing a lot of lead guitar, and that was the first time I played that many gigs in such a short period of time. And actually part of the reason we did that was we wanted to just get up to speed on our instruments before the recording. The Meads computer, do the recording on that. Got a genuine Chinese slave labour preamp here. Mic's coming out of the live room, into the preamp, out of the preamp, into the computer, out of the computer, into the 4-track, which we're using as a mixer, out of the 4-track, into the thing that powers the monitors, I don't even know the technical name for it, into the monitors, and 4-track goes back out into the live room so you can hear it in the drums. We don't use Pro Tools because we don't know how to. This is a new song which is called Spawn Spart at the moment. I don't know what to call that. What do you call that? It sounds Norwegian. This is a demo version with computerised drums. So this is how we normally start off with some demos. We work on demos for a bit and then record the drums live and then put the guitars back on top. We're actually trying something new for this album. For this album we are using live cymbals, live snare drum, but the bass drum and the toms are actually electric pads. So we, on previous albums we've had a whole live drum kit, but we never got the right sound we wanted to. So you can do great things with electronic samples now. So it's a lot easier just to use this. Try Blast Play, which is the most difficult song on the album.
Why is it the most difficult song on the album?
Because it's stupid speed. Dun, 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 dun.
This is our second recording we've done here. No, third recording we've done here.
We've only been here since yesterday. I've got to about 2 till 8 tomorrow, and that's to record about 60 minutes of drums. 2 of them we haven't actually practiced together yet. One I haven't heard, have I?
No, you haven't heard some of them.
It's the Mead Way. We actually wrote a song after recording the drums.
It was an idea, yeah. Metatron just gave us an idea, and he said he wanted something with military drums, so we just recorded something with military drums and then recorded it layer by layer.
Yeah, most of the drums are, a lot of them are improvised, but you get that live feel. I call it live, other people call it out of time. Guitars, James records at home.
Everything else is recorded at my house.
Yeah?
This is the only part of the album that will be recorded outside of my house. Okay. Okay, this is the Bridgegate studio. It's just a bedroom really with some speakers in it, and the computer, and the pod. It's a beautiful thing of the Korg Trinity and the preamp, and that is our studio. Metatron was interviewed. He mentioned that we're not a bedroom band, and Terrorizer actually picked up on this fact that quoted we're not a bedroom band, and we're not, by the fact that he meant we are a band that get together in a rehearsal and jam out. But when it comes to recording on a ridiculously tight budget, then this is the only way to do it. And I'm happy with the sounds. It's okay, it's not as polished as Dimmu Borgir, but we've done well. first time we were really heavily trying to incorporate acoustic instruments such as violins and stuff with synthesizers and stuff. Normally we've just gone for the synth. Once we've had real live strings. So yeah, it's going to have hopefully the best sound yet. You can play every instrument under the sun. Brilliant.
Yeah, I was doing my music degree and I was doing oboe and corongler and violin at that point. And I'd always been into the shred sort of side of things and all the solo guitarists and stuff, and threw myself in at the deep end and started trying to teach myself dream theatre. It's just been a case of, right, we'll just get all the instruments from my house basically and bring them round and just jam through what we can, and it's been really good fun. We've come up with some kind of crazy ideas and stuff. I don't know whether that's going to work quite, James.
That kind of madness. Perfect.
Yeah! But yeah, if someone had said to me then, oh, you'll be playing for them, or, you know, whatever, I just wouldn't have imagined it at all, so yeah, it's pretty cool.
First of all, we just used to communicate a lot through general trading a long time ago.
It's been 15 years or something, so it's just been a long time.
So the seas were sown with that one. So to ask him to do some keyboards for us, it wasn't an adverse thing.
Yeah, I thought they were very creative and some kind of the crazy stuff. I like them a lot. Yeah, it's it's kind of strange, to hear the music from music like Meads from the UK. This is something I never expected.
Because they were pretty much unknown then. They're a lot more known now. I suppose that Hangman's Hymn Psy album that he released last year, he asked me to do a bit of narration on that. But we try and get him to play keyboards on every album now, which he's quite happy to do so.
It doesn't matter where you live. Now you can collaborate with anybody from all over the world. It's very easy.
This is the album we've been working up to for all the albums.
Some of the songs were written just after the Exhuming album in 2003, and some were written a week ago. So it's pretty widespread choice of material. I mean, the title of the album has been known for about the last 3 years, so everyone's known it's been coming out, and in the meantime we've released an album, an EP, another EP, another EP, and now at last the album.
Everyone's tired of EPs.
Covers.
Everything's been pointing toward this album for so long, I don't even know what would happen after this album. It's like the peak, isn't it?
Or it could be the trough.
Either way you see it. It's either the Black Album or its load. We don't know yet.
There's a song called A Canticle that has about 20 words in it. It's kind of got Aramaic lyrics that kind of roughly translated into certain sections. It's the last song on the album, and that is a song about, again, it's how the whole Christ killer concept was blamed on the Jews and how anti-Semitism was born. Again, it's not a blatant song about that, but on the website, if you want to read about the song, it will tell you how the kind of Roman Church has stolen a nation's kind of prophet, turned him into a god, and then blamed his own people for killing him. And it's only recently the Catholic Church have been apologising.
Everything's written in great detail. We have specific instructions of which part of the story fits where. Metatron has done serious studying and revision for the last 10 years of his life, practically reading every book he can find on the subject of Christ, and he thinks he's found the truth behind it, and this is what it's all about.
The Jew killer does ring quite sour in ears, I know, unless you read into the lyrics, because the song's about Pontius Pilate who killed a Jew. A few people that are going to wonder what was going on. If you're a devout Catholic, you'll be horrified. Mel Gibson's Passion is a very good example of the story I'm trying to tell.
Things like the fact that he was nailed to a cross and crucified. He wasn't at all. He was nailed to an olive tree. The Romans wouldn't have bothered making some, to them, though he was just a low-life piece of scum, so they're not going to bother building him some massive, great big cross. They're going to just shove him on a bush and whip him a few hundred times.
Crucifixion scenes are to a penny, but to actually see someone nailed to a tree looking that pissed off is what this album's about. We believe that to believe what we want to believe, and we have got no problem with anyone else believing whatever they want to believe. But if a Christian, let's say, comes up to me and says, "How dare you?" I'll say the same to him. How dare you waste your life? So we don't think we're being blasphemous.
There's nothing metal bands like more, almost in an anti-religious stance from a band. But I'm sure Metatron will take it as being a very serious subject and not something he's trying to be controversial about. He'll have his own views and present them. But I think outside of music, there will be religious factions who would love to picket non-existent Meads Of Asphodel shares.
We could have a picture of Jesus on a cross with his head stuck on his dick to say that was shock, and we don't need to do that. We could do that easily if we wanted to, and that's not a very nice image, is it? If we wanted to, we could be obscene and vile.
The more controversial it is as a subject matter, the more metal fans are going to say, yeah!
That's not what we want to do. We're trying to do it in an intelligent way, If you remove Jesus from history, then the world would be a different place. I'm sure you could say that about any point in history, but not more so than him. And if he'd have known what he'd done, he'd probably be freaked out.